WAEC just released the WASSCE results, and it looks like Ghanaians have gone haywire
We are not
on
having
the
it.
on the education minister, especially because they can't comprehend how students failed abysmally, even up to the extent of failing in social studies. Like the numbers we are seeing right now is frightening to know that the future of this country are performing poorly like this.
I've never been shocked in my life in a long time. But I'm not, then again, I'm not surprised because whatever at them. We are coming home to take your husband then.
You see?
Yes.
Look at when they should be studying and should be learning. Those were the videos they were doing. Now look at the results.
I'm of the opinion, in fact, I am with the school of thought that says we should replace social studies with social media. Because that is what they know most. Charlie, editing but Abraham Maslow theory of needs, ways it will benefit an individual, you can't answer that one. No, but you see, growing up, there are subjects that we all agree that sometimes you have to study extra hard.
Yes.
Like core mathematics,
elective maths,
integrated science. Like some
they
subjects,
need extra, attention.
Extra time.
Yeah.
But for subjects like social studies. See, if I sleep for 10 hours and you wake me up, the subjects I am not going to fail, economics, business management, social studies especially. Like English, because right now we are speaking failing
social studies is crazy, bro. It's crazy. But do you know what worries me?
No.
There is this accusation that the previous government, as part of making SHS, free SHS look good, there was this intentional effort of providing past questions to the invigilators and teachers, well, allegedly, to teach these kids. And that was how come we were seeing high performances in the previous WASSCE. But it looks like this government and the education minister is not allowing such more practices, hence the results we are seeing.
So I partly agree and I partly disagree. I agree with you when you say maybe this year the invigilation was stricter and so that is why we are somewhat getting the results we are getting. But the root cause of the matter, which I disagree, is not tightening of invigilation. If we are being honest and not hypocritical, you and me, we've all cheated at one stage of our educational life.
Well, my cheating is in terms of helping someone.
And I'm not even talking about taking foreign materials. You even asking 24, is it A, B?
You've cheated.
You've cheated. That's not even what we are talking about.
Right.
The foundation is they are bombing at the BECE level. Tell me why, when during my time, if you get 15 cry, you are shy to say it.
Oh,
but a parent will boldly stand on national TV and say, "Nadam for no crying, you are 42, you are man and fancy man girls. Maybe by now when you are 28, and you're not
even shy."
Bro, that is how we have calmed down and degraded our educational system to. So the person is going to fancy man girls with 42, and you're expecting that person to get 8 A's. It's a fancy man girls magic.
Kingsley, this is very dangerous.
Yes. So that's why I've had issues with free SHS. Not because it is political, it's a good initiative.
Right.
But the whole Yemo Obian Kobe, Unya 42 cry, at a point in free SHS era, you will get 8 and get your third choice. And somebody in some school who got 52, who got 37, will get her first choice, which is Wesley Girls or Ebri Girls. And we want them all to get 8 A's. The person can't pass BEC and you want to take that person to SHS, where the thing becomes harder as you climb. I am even shocked to hear this morning on radio that some people even pass the WASSCE and get to university, and by level 100 second semester, they are dismissed for poor performance.
You see, this is why it worries me, because we are a country, and don't forget that we are acting on a global stage.
Yes.
And whatever it is, you don't get to compete with just your country alone.
Yes.
You are competing with people who are on a global stage doing great things. So let's take WASSCE for instance. You are not the only African country writing WASSCE. You have people from other African countries writing WASSCE because there is a standard. And if you people are not meeting these educational standards and these criteria that are set to pass, then how can you argue that you are ready to take on the global market?
A Chinese student, for example.
No, you can't do that.
Even a Nigerian student, you can't.
You can't. And that is why it is very important that we don't take this issue lightly.
Yes.
Because we'll end up producing chaffs. We'll end up producing students who are not ready for the job market. Already, we don't even have a job market for students who come out because there is no link between the industrial world and the educational world. So already there is that gap. And then now you start producing students who are not equipped, who are not fit for the job market with already this existing gap, then we are doomed.
Charlie,
we are doomed.
Morality, education.
What the matter there?
You post, an elderly person will post a video on TikTok, and the first comment is, here, we don't respect you. Yes, that's your badge of honor. Go and write social studies there. But everything about social media, you know.
You see, when
we say it today, we insult you.
That's what I'm saying. When we are talking, they will tell us the millennials there. You people don't know what's up. It's the Gen Zs. Look at
Abraham Maslow would know physiological and self-actualization. Look,
let's all wake up. This is a wake up.
And you see, the politicization of our educational system too must be looked at.
Right.
As a country, why can't we agree on one curriculum, for example? Every 2 years, we are not upgrading and making it better. We are changing this completely.
I dare say that even the current curriculum that we have right now does not even meet how society is growing at a very fast pace.
You are right. And you know, at one point in our lives in this country, one government said no. Secondary education, 3 years, let's do 4 years. Another one came to counter it, bring it back to 3 years. To the point where you had Form 4s and Form 3s writing exam one particular year. And so if the Form 3s had failed, what would we have said? Because you have one batch who have learned one whole year. And then another one who will suffer. So why don't we agree on one plan when it comes to education?
I agree.
Because this person will come. Let's do free SHS. No, free SHS won't do. Do 4 years. No, I'll do 3 years. Why are we doing this to our kids?
I totally agree.
You will go to school 3 months.
Yeah.
Sit at home 3 months. And you want that child to pass BEC.
How?
Because after 3 months, you
know, moving forward and as part of our wake-up call, I believe that there are certain things we have to entrench probably in our constitution that politics should not go near it at all. Things like education, health. These things, we must have it entrenched in our constitution that politics have no place in these institutions when it comes to these things.
Another area me I'm passionate about is parents.
Yeah.
These days, I can boldly say, with my observation, parents are not interested in their kids' education.
Times have changed.
The only interest they have is maybe almost school where they are not feeding them well, and the place is too congested. Yeah. When they bring that child home for 3 months, do you enroll that child in classes? How many parents are able to make sure that their children study from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.?
We are time. You do not watch TV from
after
Monday.
8. You can't watch TV. You have to study. People have exams. You and I, there's a school close to us here.
Yeah.
By 6 p.m., you still see students who are supposed to be going home to go and study. Casually chatting at 7 p.m. They don't have parents.
This will be the result.
They don't have parents. And also teachers too are not motivated.
Oh.
My breath. Or it's either they are teaching their kids, but the kids are not getting it. They can't ensure discipline. So now, students are doing TikTok in classrooms. They see teachers and they are not afraid. How can you be in a school that prohibits mobile phone? You are doing TikTok. Your teacher is even coming in. Instead of you to pick your phone and run away, there's no fear of authority now in our secondary school.
Listening to your submission, I get the sense that, okay, what we are facing right now, this abysmal performance from our students is coming from several factors. It's not just one. Example, like the parents you are mentioning, lack of supervision and all of that, and even teachers not being motivated and all of that. So for me, I believe, and again, even if you look at the backlog of students who have graduated with bad grades and do not get opportunity to go to the universities, so they end up in the teaching training colleges, and there, oh my, all you can find is they using the what, chat GTPs and the AIs, and that is what the form of education they are giving to our kids. Look, back then you had teachers who were exceptional at what they did.
Yes.
So they produced amazing students. But today, like you said, they are not motivated enough. So, there is AI to help them. So there is this.
AI in itself is not even a bad thing. But the fact that some basics, some fundamentals, they have to use AI to teach them. Right now, that's what we are saying. No, it's either you are taking the interest of your kids seriously and looking for some experienced teachers to teach them.
Yeah.
Even some health professionals, if you don't eat well and you go to them, it's ChatGPT. Or like that when your head aches at home. So we have to. No, it's a very serious case.
I agree.
The obsession about politicians and our lawmakers and our policy makers about secondary education. I don't know the thing about secondary education that has become politicized. No, that's not where we have to start from. The foundation.
Yeah.
If somebody doesn't like mathematics, it's because the foundation was poor. If somebody, a student or somebody can tell you, I hate this subject, it's either that French teacher overbeat
that teacher overbeat them.
Or you get verb être. Just a bro, I want to let you know. Or who French crowd low jale. So mathematics teachers can be very mean.
Yeah.
Right now, they are not even beating them. But here's the case where if you learn, the teacher, and fun, or no can I get to buy.
We are not ready for the global market.
Oh, we are not. But this is a wake up call.
I'm telling you.
For me personally, I think the Ministry of Education and the minister can start inquiry.
Yes.
We can look at maybe a decade from now, before now, let's start looking at the results. What went wrong? And I hear we are writing Ghana only WASSCE because of how COVID spot. From next year, we are joining the rest of our counterparts in West Africa. We better be ready because Ghana is known to be one of the best when it comes
brightest
to education in this sub-region. So we can't afford to be disgraced by this martyrdom generation.
Thank you. You know, if the education ministry, a big ministry like the education ministry, doesn't do a proper postmortem of why our students have failed like this, then they themselves are preparing to fail. Because we as a nation cannot accept this. Ghana is the brightest when it comes to education. And like Kingsley said, this martyrdom generation,
they will disgrace us, they will stain your white. Like every record Ghana has achieved, this generation, the past 2-3 years generation, what is the best say Ghana record in because when we say it, you come and insult us. As I'm saying this thing, because someone will come and say, and so what? But you, your F9 will also meet you in your
Well, do you agree? Let us know in the comment section, and recommend this to a brother, a family, a friend. I tell you,
you are your F9 them.
Well, till we come your way next time, always make sure you're a great citizen. We out.